Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to do some of these cards today. This is going to be a one sheet wonder. Do some stamping over some cardstock, chop them up and make 4 cards out of them. So these are the 4 that I created in my during my sample. Okay, so lots going on in there, but it's really quick and easy to do. A great technique for beginner stampers to get cards made really quickly. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're using the Forever Fern stamp set. Really like this, and it's kind of neutral. You could make this for a male or a female recipient, so it's kind of nice and neutral. So we're going to work with that today, and I've actually chosen to work with the 2020 in colours. Okay, just so that I've got some they're all in one collection basically, so you can buy all of these in a bundle and get going. Okay, so if you can't afford a whole heap of colours, or you can use whatever you've got that will go together. Okay, so there's quite a lot going on in this one. So we're going to start off with a sheet of our Whisper White cardstock, and we're going to basically stamp all over it. So I've already got the stamps I'm going to use mounted up. Okay, it's just off to the side here, so all various things. I've already done my sentiments, so I've got these 2 larger leaves. I liked this one because it's a different shape, and I've got the little splatter as well to add some texture, so lots and lots going on. So we'll start with the largest image, and we're going to use just jade for this one. Okay, and this is the kind of technique where you just think to yourself, wow, this is either going to turn out amazing or not so amazing. Okay, and I don't know whether you saw that, I actually stamped that image twice. We're using 1st and 2nd generation ink to create our pattern, our design. Okay, not particularly thinking about where these are going, if I'm completely truthful with you. So we're going to go with it, and I'm going to work from the bottom now and kind of replicate what I've just done up the top. You don't have to make it symmetrical, you can just keep going down the page in a more random fashion if you prefer. That's the beauty of this technique, there isn't really any right or wrong. But what we are aiming for is kind of a cross pattern that we can then slice into quarters to make our card bases. Okay. There are some stampers on YouTube who do these kinds of techniques regularly, who are just fascinating to watch, if I'm honest. It's just like, wow, how did we make that look so pretty? Because like I say, it is one of these things that kind of looks a bit untidy. I think is the way to describe it, until it doesn't, basically. Okay, and then we'll go off this side. So lots of like I say, lots of stamp sets you could use, lots of colours you could use. Okay, right, okay, I think that will do for that one. We're going to change to Misty Moonlight now. Ooh, if I can get the ink pad open, that would be good. Ooh, don't know why it was so stiff, it was alright the other day. Okie dokie. Right, now Misty Moonlight is quite a dark colour, so I'm actually going to take the first image off onto my grid paper. Look how dark that is. Okay, and we're going to start filling in some of these gaps. I say gaps, spaces. almost did that wrong then, didn't I? Do you see? So, like I say, this is the kind of thing that you think, oh my goodness, this looks horrendous. When I was making my sample, I was like, oh, I'm not sure this is going to go well. But I think it turned out alright in the end, once you chop it up. It's amazing how it transforms into this other thing, really. Let's put trying to did I stamp that off? I can't remember. Let's do it again. Rotate the stamp a bit as well. Didn't do it so much at the top. It's halfway through before I realised. And you just keep building it up, basically. Okay, I think that will do for that one. I'm going to wipe these stamps off because I can just see me putting my hand in them. So I'm just going to move those over. Just for a moment. Okay. So this little leaf we're actually going to do in Bumblebee and Cinnamon Cider. So we'll do some of the Bumblebee first, and we can probably get 3 generations of ink out of these ones. And again, just filling in between these gaps, up the middle. As well. That really just sort of lightens it up a bit. Trying to keep the ink pad out of your view. Just tapping it on here and there. So not particularly keeping to a pattern of any kind, I'm just daubing it on really. So just trying to twist the stamp in different directions as well, just to give it some more interest. So we need a bit more in there somewhere, don't we? There we go. How's about that then? So that's enough for the Bumblebee. So we'll just add in a little bit of the Cinnamon Cider as well, just to add some more kind of autumnal kind of colours to that. I'm just going to do a couple here and there. Oops, went over the same one twice there. Oh well, never mind. My hand got in the way, I didn't quite see that. Haven't got any down here. Let's put some down here. One down there. So just looking for a little bit of balance, just so that you can see all the elements in all the portions of the image. See what I mean? It does look like a bit crazy until we start chopping this up, okay? And then our Magenta Madness, I'm going to use this splatter, and I'm just gonna go in there around the edges quite a bit. The wind here today is incredible, so if you can hear that whooshing in the background, that is what it is. And we're going to put a few in the middle here. Okay, right, I think we're done. You can you have to know when to stop, if you know what I mean. Okay, so now we've got the sheet done. Okay, let's just take away this nasty background. And what we're going to do is slice this into card layers. So those of you who've stopped by my channel before will know that I cut down to 5 3/4 for my layers. I'm just having an eyeball though on how it's going to sit on the design, and it looks okay. So that's 5 3/4, and we'll trim this down to 5 3/4. So I'm just looking to see whether I want to cut off this end or that end, basically. And I think I might cut off this end. Ooh. So there's my 5 3/4, and then I'm going to cut it at 4. And that looks okay there. And I think with this one we're going to cut off this side. 4. See, that strip in itself is quite pretty. You could probably use that to decorate the inside of something. 4. And again, I think I'll take it off the other side. And that's that bit done. So before you know it, you've got 4 similar but different card layers. Okay, and now that you've cut it up, you just think, oh wow, okay, that looks interesting. Okay, so we're going to keep it really, really simple and just layer those straight onto white cardstock. Okay, onto white card base. We're going to use our stamping seal for that. Just run some strips of that tape down there. Get our card base and layer those on. There's nothing to stop you maybe even die cutting these with some stitched rectangles. You could punch out of the paper as well, do something else with it. You could layer these panels, cut them a little smaller and put a complementary colour around the edge. Sometimes that's tricky if you've got used a lot of colours, but that could step this up even further if you wanted to. And of course I'm not adding any ribbon or anything to these either, so that's another thing you could add. Oops. This is just the basis of the technique for you to then create something of your own. Okay, There's that wind again, whooshing past the window. Had a lot of rain overnight as well. Okay then, so there we are. There's the card bases, and all we need to do now is add the sentiment. I've already done that ahead of time, and I've used the cinnamon cider and punched this with the label Me Lovely. Punch. Again, there's loads of labels, loads of sentiments. I've just stuck with this sentiment that's from the stamp set, but of course you can change it to whatever you want that suits the occasion for which you want your cards. And then die cut, punch, whichever. I like to leave a little bit of white space around as well. So just position that where we think it's going to look good. Dead easy. Okay, so I hope that's given you a bit of an idea of where you can go if you're stuck for some designs, because this is one of the ways I kind of get around some crafter's block. Just get some stamps out that I like and get some ink out and start stamping away really. Okay, so I hope that's given you some ideas, and it's incredible how the combinations kind of you know, all of a sudden they speak to you, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I just want to bring that up. So what turned out to be, what was looking a bit kind of strange in its production, actually turned into some really, really pretty cards. Splatter it with shimmer paint, that'd be good as well, wouldn't it? Okay, enough waffle. Hope you've enjoyed that. Please do click below to the in the description bar. There'll be more photos on my blog, and all the products I've used today are listed there, so you can go and shop for whatever you want if you've seen something you like today. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care everybody. Bye.